Hi everyone, this is Annie Bodian, the DLC at Sanborn Elementary, and this video is going to show you 3 examples of organizing your materials on Schoology. Before we start looking at some examples, I want to really push that the best organization for your Schoology page is the one that makes sense to you and the one that you can maintain. If you're putting things in a predictable way, your students will learn how to follow that organizational system. They'll know what to expect and they'll know where to find things. So these 3 examples are suggestions, and you should definitely feel free to take pieces that work for you, leave pieces that don't, and add your own organizational spin onto things. Okay, the first way I'm going to show you is the organizing by subject method. In this example, students navigate through folders for each subject, and each folder has the day's lesson, maybe a few previous days, and then a folder of past lessons so that the stream doesn't get too cluttered. So if I open this method up, you'll see that I have my daily schedule right up top, and then I have a folder for each subject. So this would kind of mimic going from class to class or subject to subject. As students navigate through each folder, they see their lesson for the day, their schedule of what they need to do, and you could also put any assignments here. Another way to organize your Schoology page is organizing by the date. So in this case, each day would have its own folder, and rather than navigating through each subject, students would open the folder for that day and then have all of their materials inside of there. Again, I would recommend keeping a few past days visible and then putting the rest into a past lessons folder. Or if you want your students to have access to that, you can leave it published. If you just want to have that for yourself, you can click on the gear and either unpublish it or take it out of your course completely and just save it to your resources. So in this case, let's say I was going to Monday, March 1st. Oh, actually, I'm going to go to Wednesday, March 3rd. I would see today's schedule, so I could review all of my jobs for the day. And then I would have all of my lessons, plans, assignments, whatever it was for that day, all inside the same folder. The last method I'm going to show you is organizing your Schoology by unit. This could be a great choice for some upper grades, maybe middle or high school, who have a little bit of a different structure to how they're teaching things and maybe are working with multiple sections of the same course. So if you organize by unit, you would give each unit its own folder. Within those unit folders, materials could be organized by date if you want to kind of take that organized by day feature and give each folder, each day its own folder with all the materials inside, or you could organize it by type. So maybe you have guided notes, homework, etc. I'll show you what that looks like. The idea here is that it's kind of mimicking the organization of a student binder where they have those dividers for each unit as well as for each type of material. So if I open up organize by unit, I'm going to go into my ecosystems unit folder. You could also use that feature of adding notes to folders to put down here important dates like when the test is. You might say we finished this unit on blank, right, to put reminders in for your students. But when I open up ecosystems, now I've got a folder for guided notes, for study guides, homework, labs. Again, this is customizable for whatever fits your course and your style of teaching and structure. You can really make this organizational system work for you. So those are 3 ways to set up your Schoology course by subject, by date, or by unit. And again, as I said in the beginning, there are really limitless ways to organize this. The best way is the way that works for you and the way that you can maintain for your students.